All right, let's see. Let's get the light. There we go. There we go. All right, how's everybody doing? Let's set this up so I can see myself. All right, all right, all right, all right. You guys, let me know how the sound is, as I didn't do a mic test before we got started. So as long as you guys can hear me, let me know. So we're running out of time, ladies and gentlemen. We are now at a week. 1 week from tonight, the real games start. And little bit disappointing tonight. We're not. It doesn't look like we're going to see as many of the starters as we all thought we were going to see. Numerous numerous minor injuries is what we've got, and that's okay. Keep those guys out. The less that the starters play in the preseason, the more of the chance that I'm going to be right about our slow start. Not that I'd really particularly want to be right about that, but we got Heponiemi on the top line. I believe that he's going to be on the top line tonight. Kid actually has a real chance of making the team. And the longer that this goes on, hey Rosado, how you doing, buddy? The longer that this goes on, it seems to me like the only possible rational solution left is Hornquist is hurt and he's going to go to LTIR and buy us however much time that we're going to need to get under the cap. He hasn't. I don't know. I know the other day we heard he was on the ice in his like in a warm up suit and a track suit. It's the only thing that makes sense at this point, right? Oh, score prediction. 4-3 Tampa. 4-3 Tampa because Bobrovsky's playing the entire game, so that's how you get the 4. We're not playing our full lineup tonight. Let's just put it that way. Buck Monkey, how you doing, Alex? Yeah, it's weird, right? The actual season starts tomorrow, but we still have a preseason game on Saturday. It's very, very strange. Praga Waga, how you doing, buddy? Good to see you. Good to see you. Rosario, I believe Kachuk is in. Let me see. Or he may not be. Let me go over here. I had it pulled up. I believe that's a no. What I'm going to read what Jameson Olive said. What he saw this morning on the ice was Barkov with Heponiemi and Reinhardt, Lundell with Lusterine and Balsers, Dalpe with Mayhew and Hutsko, and then Tierney and Stahl, and then Sourduff is the final forward there. So originally, Maurice had said that we were going to see close to the starting lineup tonight. Clearly, that's not what we're seeing. Stupid, how you doing, buddy? Good to see you. Good to see you, huh? Yeah, Alex, you know what? Thank you for reminding me, Praga. Alex, you got to get with me, man. Yesterday, you ever think about doing so much that you forgot that you didn't do it? I could have sworn I messaged you on Twitter to set up to do another video, and then I hadn't heard back from you, so I went and I looked and I never messaged you. So yeah, let's get something going here in the next few days, Alex. What do we got? We got next Thursday, so Friday, Saturday, Sunday. I'm gonna be heavily doing two things. That is, I'm going to be editing the game one intro, and then I might have a surprise for opening night. We'll just leave it at that. And I know Stu's actually going to the game tonight, and I know we're going to be working on getting some guests. That's going to be coming up here soon too. Stupid says, "I'm really hoping this settles your mental health. Yours has been almost non-existent since the season ended. It's been a long summer, bud. It's been a long summer. There's no doubt about that. I know a lot of people have struggled. There's a lot of stress out there right now, right? You know, Raven, how you doing, bud? Good to see you. Good to see you. Let's see. Oh, Tim, how you doing, buddy? What's the contract Uyghur will end up getting? I think he's going to want 7. I think he's going to want. My opinion is he's going to want what Ekblad's getting, or he'll go somewhere else. I don't know. I think he wants too much money. I think that was the problem in Florida. Raven, how you doing, bud? Do I really think the Rangers? Yes, I really think the Rangers are much better than the Bruins. Praga, they're going to be streaming it on the website tonight, on FloridaPanthers.com. They're going to be streaming it tonight. Frank, how you doing, buddy? Good to see you. Good. Get on, just get drunk, guys. That helps, but you cry a lot, though. Raven, do you want to put some money? I mean, I'm broke, but that's easy money. If you'd like to put some money on that, I'm all for it. Captain Dave says business is slow. People are hesitant to go fishing. TV showing all the damn. Oh yeah. How you doing, buddy? Yeah, it's a shame too, because as you know, a lot of times the best fishing is after the storm. You know, that week after the storm, and once everything starts to settle down a lot, especially this time of year, the surf's probably full of bait fish. Well, gonna knock stuff around. Stupid says, buoy, the Seattle homeless prevention doll. That thing, I gotta get one and I'm gonna hollow it out and make it a puppet, right? You're surprised the Kraken mascot isn't a snowflake. I did actually see, after looking at it long enough, I did see that one of the strands of hair that comes from here is an actual tentacle. Looks a little bit more like a dreadlock, but because somebody had said no tentacles, they actually do have one hanging down from the side there. But that thing, when I saw that was an instant video. Yeah, that's cool, Raven. I appreciate that. They Kraken should have used the rain puddle for a mask. Yeah. My father used to live. He spent some time in Seattle. Says it just rains 24/7 all the time, man. So Captain Dave says, doing well. The bait fisher here, but people aren't booking. Hopefully, yeah, I hope it picks up. I hope so for you, buddy. I understand about the. In fact, Kyle was just looking at the eBay analytics, and yeah, everything is just 20% across the board down from where we were last year. Is what it is, man. Yeah, I'm glad hockey is back for sure. Rosado says the mascot for the Kraken looks like he's from Sesame Street. Yeah, but you know, and they actually said that it was meant to be like kid friendly or to motivate the kids or whatever. There was a word they used. So you're not wrong. You're not wrong there. I know they could have done a pirate, a Viking, an actual Kraken, a fisherman, but it's bad, stupid. Hey George, how you doing, buddy? Good to see you. Yeah, we are live. We are live, and the regular schedule starts tonight with the live stream, the recap after the article will be up for the YouTube members and the Patreon members. The article will be up tonight, and then in the morning I will make it public. But for the members, they get early access to the article. Frank said, you've been to Seattle many times, most beautiful city in America, but what does a troll have to do with a Kraken? I don't know, man. My favorite comment was, and I've forgotten it. I forgot what it was. Boy, isn't that stupid, right? Jeez, man. All right, so Stupid says also, shout out to the Predators for having the Fireman Appreciation Night in Calgary. They're having a Fireman Appreciation Night. That's interesting. Tim, good. What's the plan for the regular season? You know, it's interesting that you brought that up. Let's put it this way. Whatever, you guys know how it worked last year. I'm not removing any content. I'm not removing any content, but I am going to be adding something. But I don't want to say until Thursday because uh, because I want to make sure that I can technically pull it off. So I'm going to be spending Friday, Saturday, Sunday. I'm going to spend a lot of time this next 3 days. So everything will be as it was last year, but there will be hopefully one significant addition in addition to the website and in addition to the podcast that I started yesterday and in addition to the extra collaborations with Alex and Nick and in addition to Stu's show that he's going to start doing. You get the idea. Rosada, am I thinking of getting a new cereal box? I didn't want to force anything. I actually have something it's actually for sale now, but I hadn't really publicized it yet. But next week I'm gonna make a couple of announcements publicizing some of this stuff. I have a Kachuk shirt that will be of interest to some people. A new puppet is definitely coming. Yeah. I spent so much time working on the website and everything else this summer that I didn't want to force anything. So I kind of wanted to let the season start, and as stuff happened naturally, jump on it then, if that makes any sense. Steel, like firemen, flames, fire, comedy. I didn't get it. I'm not going to lie. I didn't get it at first, but now I get it. By the way, Nick, our good friend, Nick, my buddy, my pal, my partner, my friend, my bud, picked the Calgary Flames to win the cup. Jacob Markstrom to get the Conn Smythe. He literally picks Markstrom, Huberdeau, and Weegar to win the cup. And he also picked Tampa Bay to beat us in the first round. Yeah, that's what we got. That's what we got, man. Drew, how you doing, buddy? Good to see you, bud. Good to see you. Eric's in the house. Thank you, sir. Thank you out for coming out, right? Drew says, hey, Panther fans, getting ready for work. Just saying hello, go Cats. We have a new goal song. Well, what we did is the players get to pick their own individual song. Yeah, that's what we got. Hey, guys, smash that like button while you're in here. Huh? Do me a favor. Smash the like button. And if anybody you know is not subscribed, hack their account. And I want 10,000 subscribers by the end of this season. That's the goal. By the time they raise the cup, I want 10,000 subscribers or else. I'll figure out what the or else part is. It'd be bad. I'm mean. I'm mean that way. So 10,000 subscribers or else. In fact, that should be the motto for my season. All right, let's see. Actually, tonight, Pragawaga, I don't think it's on the radio. When I saw the how you can watch thing, it just had streaming. I did not see radio. I'm not sure if that was just a typo or they left it out or whatever, but I'm not 100% sure it's on radio. Tim, yeah, there's no list. I haven't seen it, right? Oh, I see. So they're going to reveal as each player scores. Frank says, just buy them. Everybody else does. Who else is buying? Who? You can't get away with that. Not these days. I don't know. You can't get away with that at a channel my size. Even if 50 bots, 100 bots show up, they strike them down pretty good as far as I've heard. All right, let's see. Eric, yeah, it's streaming tonight, but hopefully they get it right. Hey, Riley, how you doing, buddy? Nerfle's in the house. Good to see you, huh? Barney, I agree with you. The Kraken would be better off hiring me. 100% in agreement there, man. Absolutely. Let's see. Puck Monkey says we got Billy Joel for Montour and Benny and the Jets for Sam Bennett so far. Interesting. That's not surprising for Bennett. Huh. Lewis G, does anyone see Kachuk yet? True. Any links? The answer, Lewis, I don't think Kachuk's playing tonight. I don't think Kachuk is playing tonight. There's a lot of guys not playing tonight. I'm assuming that that's going to mean Saturday is going to be the day that our starters get on the ice. True. They don't. This is the Panthers, brother. They don't put the link to the stream until after they start streaming. Yeah, that's how it works. Captain Dave says one player is going to score all the goals, so we only hear one song. That's funny. Riley, you're getting pro wrestling training in November. That's pretty cool. Stupid says, what do I think the Panthers are going to do for the RR? The hell's the RR? What am I missing? Yeah, you'll have to tell me that one. Oh, the reverse retro. I don't know. What I want, I don't think they can do. What I want is what? No, there it is. There, what you see in the corner over there, with the broken stick and everything. But I don't think we can do that because of the Sharks. Where did I miss here? Rosado says Hornquist in the third for Davidoff. I wish. Maybe. Do I wish that? No, I take that back. Hornquist is going to start the season on LTIR. That's the only thing that makes any sense. I don't know what the hell we're going to do the rest of the year. I don't know, guys. I'm clueless as to what the hell Bill Zito was thinking, just like the rest of us. Raven says Riley's going to drop kick Jaws. Hey, I was a black belt. It's not I'm not an easy takedown. I'm a black belt, and you don't lose the muscle memory. You might lose the brain cells, but the muscle memory stays. It's instinct at this point. If somebody comes near me, I can still get somebody on the ground in a half a second. I don't even know what happened. It's just absolutely, muscle memory at this point. All right, let's see. Frank says someone needs to tell this our boys that we're playing hockey, not balls. The song choices are suspicious. Gotcha. Cuban Casanova. That's a cool name. I like that, huh? Boy, what I guess they're briefs. Yeah, they're briefs. They're boxer briefs, though. They're a little bit longer. They're boxer briefs. I can't go commando anymore. It's not when you get older. It's not fun to go commando. Gunga Ginga wants to know why Vegas is called the Golden Knights. That's a really good question. That I don't know the answer to. I mean, I know why they would be called the Knights, why they're called the Golden Knights. In terms of what it has to do with Vegas, I couldn't tell you. I honestly couldn't tell you. Somebody will know, though. Somebody will know. William Newton, thanks for coming out, bud. I appreciate that. Riley says you can't wait for Vegas to beat the Kings tonight. Well, it's preseason, right? I don't expect Vegas to be making the playoffs this year, right? Stupid because Vegas, right? Rosado says, I know this isn't hockey related, but what's my favorite Michael Jackson song? My favorite Michael Jackson song? I'd have to think of Don't Stop Till You Get Enough. Yeah. And Cuban, that's what happens when you beat it. You don't stop until you get enough. That was too easy. Praga, gold like the casino. I don't know. Maybe, right? Stupid Seal, that's when you shave it and beat it until you can't get enough. right? Smooth Criminal. I could keep going like this all night. Their AHL team is the Henderson Silver Knights. That's a terrible name. That's awful, right? Right, because the owners of West Point alumni. I know that's the Panthers. That's why we have a shield for our logo instead of what it should be over there in the corner. Stupid. Thinking it. You guys started it. Besides, that's like on the level of like Shrek adult humor, right? You know, if you're old enough to understand it, you're not too young to have heard it, right? What's Fluffy doing? Here we go. What's Fluffy doing? Fluffy is right there. He's hanging out. He's been running around like a maniac today because it's the first day in 6 days that we didn't have rain. So he's just, in fact, we were outside right before we started doing this. So he's in here. I had to turn the air conditioning on for him. Even though it's cool outside, it was warm in here. Riley says the Panthers logo looks like the Power Rangers Deca Ranger helmet logo. I'm not sure I know what you're saying, but that's okay. Oh, you're going to the game, Alex Scobel. Hey. Somebody ban him. You can't say that on this channel, Alex. What's wrong with you? I'll get you for that one. Right? So what do we got? We got 6. And Puck Monkey deleted it. No, Alex. No, that was Raven did that. That was beautiful. Now, well done, Raven. Riley says SPD stands for Space Patrol. Riley, you have to understand, I'm old, man. I don't know these acronyms. I'm not going to know too. In fact, you want to know something funny? I didn't even think about this. So, hey, Jeff's in the house. All right, automatics. Now we got a party. Man. Absolutely. Jeff, you'll like this story. So yesterday, I started this podcast where I'm going to be talking about the big stories in sports, right? It's the Flying Fluffy Sports Podcast. But that's too much to put in the title. So what did I put? I didn't even think about it, and that's probably why nobody saw it. YouTube probably didn't show it to anybody. It's the FFS Podcast. FFS. So I don't know how I'm going to work around that because when I put Flying Fluffy Podcast into the title, I won't be able to put any of the keywords into the title about what the podcast is already about. Jeff, yeah, Jeff says like it. Why were you not informed? I only put it on Twitter. I didn't tag everybody that I normally do on Twitter because I don't want to abuse my followers. They follow me for the hockey stuff, and that was specifically not hockey. So I'm going to have to depend on you all, my friends, to share those videos because I think it's got like 60 views. I want to get it to where I can do one every day. I'd like it to be a viable daily podcast. Yeah, Nerful, that's what I'm saying. That I didn't even think about it when I did it. And then when I was looking at it, wondering, damn it, it's only got like last night. It's like I only got 50 views. What the hell? I mean, and then I saw the FFS, and I'm like, oh damn. Jeff says you wanted to do a not just hockey one weekly. Yeah, no, I know you did. I was waiting for you to do it. I thought you were going to do one. Mine is too tame for you. Mine, I'm all calm and I didn't have a hat on. I'm working on a format. I'm working on it. But Jeff, yeah, man, absolutely. We got to get you going on that, man. Anytime you're ready. Riley says, do I have a favorite Dolphins logo? Any of the logos that don't have the stupid Dolphins blowhole being covered by a helmet. Right? So, all right, Rosado's heading out. That's cool. All right, buddy. Thanks for stopping by. Yeah, Jeff, I don't think your podcast and my podcast will be too similar because you're probably going more for the well, let's just put it this way. Like I said, I was a lot calmer than I normally am. I'm going for a different vibe with that one. You know what I mean? Because people see me animated and all of that enough. This is more, it's, I want to call it serious, but I do have one good segment though. It's called the Stupid of the Week. And this week's Stupid of the Week, actually I called it Stupid of the Day. But anyway, Stupid of the Day was those two stupid fishermen. Did you guys hear about that? To put the weights in the fish to win the stupid tournament. That was I'm not going to give it away because I want you guys to listen to the podcast. Anyway, I'm going to do more of it. 50, 60 views, that's not enough to scare me away from doing it twice. Jeff says, just been a rough week. Brother's transmission went, so you've been driving him to get this kid, and then to their house. God dang, man. Dang. That sucks. I can empathize with the transmission. I left my transmission in the road once. Literally, one of my old Econoline vans. I was stopped at a red light and I took off and I didn't go very far. And the transmission was just right there, man. So yeah, I can empathize. Jeff, no rush on my end. I'm not complaining. You know that. But at the same time, don't let what I'm doing stop you. You do what you want and we'll get it moving, man. Riley, my girlfriend Karen lived in Japan for about 18 months. She didn't want to leave. She loved it. She was young then. She was like 18 or 19. She was married to a military guy. She didn't want to leave. She loved it there. But they got cockroaches the size of our cell phones there. They call them their pets. All right, let's see. Cuban, I love this name. Cuban Casanova. What's my favorite Panthers moment of all time? There's a couple of them. I mean, the goal, the Billy Lindsay goal, I remember that. I remember jumping up off my couch and my dad and everybody was there. Finally winning around last year for me personally, because after 6 years of videos and having both boys finally be there with me when we won a playoff round, those are two pretty big moments for me. Nintendo, how you doing, bud? Good to see you. Eric says, what should I say to my wife who's a Lightning fan? My ex-wife was a Buffalo Bills fan. And there's only one or two ways to play it. If they can handle sarcasm, you can play around with it. If they can't handle sarcasm, zip. Because you might think it's playful and fun and all of that, but they will pretend it's playful and fun. And then when you piss them off later on, then they're going to also throw in the fact that, and you're always giving me shit about my hockey team. Be very, very careful with that. Jess says, this just isn't working out. Yeah. Took me a second. Yeah. Yeah, but be careful. Unless you're really hot, she might take you seriously, man. Praga, yeah, the Lindsay goal. That was. I still remember jumping off my dad's couch. Nerfel says 2012 Game 7 to tie it, and the Verhaeghe overtime winner. Yeah. I remember jumping off of that couch too, Nerfel. The 2012 Game 7. Kyle and I were up watching that. I remember jumping off of that. A lot of jumping off the couches. Riley, your favorite NFL team is the Falcons. I'm sorry. You have my sympathies. Although I think that I picked them to win this week. I can't remember if I picked them to win this week. Nintendo, drive safe, bud. Thanks for coming out, man. Riley, do I have a favorite Western Conference NHL team? I mean, I used to care for the Knights. I liked them until they stole our players and stole our coach. And then until then I was still not completely terrified by them. And then when they did that to Fleury, I would have to say my adopted favorite Western Conference team is the San Jose Sharks, just out of support for Nick, because he needs it. He needs it. Nintendo Law says your favorite moment is beating the Penguins in the conference finals. That was sweet, man. That was sweet. Just seeing like Lemieux and Yager and everybody just leaned up against the boards. Just they were shell shocked, man. They didn't know what the hell had just taken place. Oh, Prague, yeah, first puck drop at Miami Arena. That was I wasn't there opening night. I'm not gonna lie, I wasn't there for the first game, but that must have been a sight to see. Matthew Gene, how you doing, bud? Good to see you. Good to see you, man. All right. Riley, yeah, family in Georgia. That makes sense. That makes sense for the Falcons, sure. Oh, Praga says season before the Panthers showed up, the Herald used to run the NHL standings below the Ivy League women's field hockey standings. I know it. Well, it was as hard to find as possible, Praga. Before I really knew what hockey was, I used to listen to a radio show, Neil Rogers, and he was a big Leafs fan. He used to talk about hockey a lot, and I followed hockey so much in that I looked at the standings. And back then, when I was looking at the standings, it was Edmonton and everybody else, and I remember that. But yeah, they didn't give it a lot of. They did not give hockey. You know, it was like in the other sports. I know exactly what you're talking about, right? Riley says, my Duck Huey, he likes the Penguins, Golden Knights, Hurricanes, Oilers, and Kings. That's a lot, man. That's a lot. That's a lot. He should like the Canucks, though. Give him one more. Nerful says, yeah, great for facing Vasilevsky tonight with half the regulars out. Half. Half. Let me look at his lineup again. Let's see, man. I don't even know if we've got I'm counting our regulars. I'm going to count how many guys that are playing tonight that are going to be on regular lines. Reinhart, Barkov, Luosterainen, Lundell, Balcers, and Stahl. Maybe. So maybe we've got 6. So you're exactly right, Nerful. Maybe half. Maybe half. Oh, man. Now, hey, Cuban Casanova, thank you, my friend. Thank you, sir. I really, really appreciate that. You know, it's interesting, Cuban. It's interesting that your name is Cuban Casanova. You've given me a super chat here tonight that I appreciate. And the game one intro is a Latin musical number. That's all I'm going to say. I've got my guayaveras ready. Let's just put it that way. And I have guayaveras. Don't have as many as I used to have, but I've got a few. Yeah, Neil Rogers was obsessed with Ray Whitney. Yes, he was, Nintendo. Yep. Well, he was on IOD. He was on IOD, but I won't hold that against you. QAM and IOD is easy to get them confused because they'd swap back and forth with who had the Dolphins. Is the morning lineup for IOD was Rick and Suds, then Neil Rogers. Then if any of you have ever listened to Phil Hendry, if any of you remember Phil Hendry, good God, that man was hysterical. I have his best of CDs. One day I should just do a live stream where we all just listen to the best of Phil. If you remember Phil, that's all if you remember him, you know what I'm talking about. We'll put it that way. Yep, Praga, always on the last page. That's for sure, right? Cuban says, Raven says, tells Cuban to make me say something, right? Praga says, did anyone notice the NHL site lists Vasi as having most wins amongst NHL goalies with an asterisk? Actually, Bob's. Oh, they were tied. You mean for last season, most wins? Yeah. And Vasilevsky would be on top of Bob because he had a slightly better goals against. Yeah, wrecked him. He damn near killed him. Somebody remembers Neil. Yep. Neil was the best, man. He was the best. Absolutely. William says you're going to the game in Tampa this Saturday. Will be your first Cats game away. All right. Very good. Very good. Very good. Enjoy that. Brian Hoyer on IR. Riley, you're saying that I look like your favorite wrestler as a kid. Who is that? Which wrestler do I look like? Is it with the hat or with the gorgeous bald head that I need to shave? I need to shave. Raven, now in all seriousness, Raven, because I'm concerned because we haven't had hockey. And I am concerned that you're feeling okay. Now, I noticed when I said let's make a bet, you kind of backed off. So you don't really think Boston's better than the Rangers, right? Which when Nick picked the Calgary Flames to win the Cup, he picked the Rangers. He didn't even pick the Panthers to win a round, man. He picked us to lose to Tampa again. Right? Oh, because you had to go? Okay, yeah, $5. You're on. What are we betting? Well, we betting that. So for $5, you think Boston's going to have more points, or they're going to make it further in the playoffs? Because we want to be specific there. Either way, I'll take the bet. But you pick. Is it better, more points, or further in the playoffs? Daniel, how you doing, bud? It feels like a fall and cup runs. It feels like fall and a cup run season. We agree. We absolutely agree. We're going to win the cup this year. I've been saying it. And in case you guys haven't noticed, I've been kind of on a hot streak this summer with things I say happening. We're winning a cup this year. That's what I got. So playoffs. Okay, so all right. So here's the deal, Raven. If both teams like lose in 6 games in round 1, then the tiebreaker is the points in the season. Is that agreeable? I want to be sure because I know you're going to owe me $5. Yeah, we're all jonesing for hockey too. And we ain't going to get our fix tonight, guys. What we're going to see on the ice tonight is not going to satisfy our need for real hockey. I'm sorry. I apologize. Here we go. Nerfol's gonna. We got Barkov with Heponiemi and Reinhardt, Lundell with Balcers and Luosterainen, Stahl with Tierney and Sourdiff, and Dalpe with Mayhew and Hutsko. And we're playing Vasilevsky. God, dang. Forcing Ekbag, Stahl, Montour, Carlson, Gudas. Raven says, call it a tie if that happens. It's who's better in the playoffs and more important in the regular season. All right, that's fair. I got a question for you guys. Our second pairing. This is the only thing it seems like Coach is not listening to me about. He's insisting on pairing Stahl with Montour. Am I alone in wanting Carlson to be paired with Montour instead? Am I the only guy? Because everything else, Coach is listening to me. I mean, like verbatim. Like I say it the next day at the press conference, he literally will say the same sentence half the time. But he's being stubborn about Stahl and Carlson, and am I alone there? You guys, help me out there. Praga says, what do we think of Balcers? Professor Hockey from San Jose gave him a C+ on his video this week. I've talked to Nick, and I talked to Coach Frenchie. You guys saw those videos. I watched enough film to say I like what Balcers brings. I think he's going to fit right in. And I think if he plays with Lundell, Balcers is going to get 20 goals. If that's a line, if Lundell, Luosterainen, and Balcers is a line, at least 2 of those guys are getting 20 goals, maybe all 3. He's a good hockey player, and he's one of those players that if he plays with Lundell will make him better. That's what I'm trying to say. I like him. I'm not concerned about him. Colin White, can the guy stay healthy? That's a big question. Nerful says Carlson and Montour is too risky. I don't know, man. I thought Carlson was kind of stay-at-home-ish type of guy, right? Well, I hope it works out, because if it doesn't, that means Stahl's not playing well, and we're going to need Stahl to play well. I haven't heard any complaints from anybody, on how he played last year. So I guess if they're going to make it where Stahl's job is to stay home and Montour can do his thing offensively, it's minor. It's a minor bitch. I just happen to like Carlson, so it is what it is. All right, here we go. Bill, how you doing, buddy? Good to see you. Hey, Jaws, everyone heading to the first game of the cat season? All right. Don't be too disappointed that half the team is the AHL guys. Don't be too disappointed with that. Otto Jeff says we have 1.5 actual defensemen with Forgolski and Midnight in net. Our offense better be top 10 to make the playoffs, because our goals against is going to be hot garbage. We disagree. Now, come on, man. We have 2 3/4 of an actual defenseman. Forsling is going to be just fine. Forsling is going to make everybody forget all about Uyghur. And as long as Montour can do what Forsling did, we're going to be better than people think. Praga says Carlson's more offensive, Gudis more D. All right. Well, you're going to get your wish there, so we'll see how it works out. Bill says last week you were in New York and saw the Rangers versus Devils at MSG. Hey, Bill, since you saw the Rangers and the Devils, what do you think about Money Puck giving the Devils 66.3% chance to make the playoffs, significantly higher than the Rangers? Prague, you say Carlson can skate and move almost like Forsling. That's kind of why I want him on the second pair. Raven wants to know that I watched Bailey Zapp play. No, I did not. He looked better than Mac Jones. I did not see that. I didn't see that. Nerful says we may waive Colin White to free up 1.1. Hey, how does that work, guys? Can we just cut? I don't think we can just cut a guy and keep. Explain that to me. Well, you think we're going to put him on waivers and have somebody claim him? Is that what you're saying? You think somebody would claim him? I don't think there's a guarantee somebody would claim him, though. Nerful says Sourdiff is out now. Kirsted's in, so it's 11 forward and 70. We don't even have a hockey team to put on the ice. So I guess, where's Mark Pesic when you need him, right? Where's Mark Pesic when you need him? Riley, do I have a favorite NBA team? Before the Heat came into existence, I was a Laker fan. Then I liked the Heat, and then I stopped watching basketball. It's too many guys moving around. Basketball is just, it was fun growing up watching with Kareem and Worthy and Magic Johnson and Larry Bird. I enjoyed that. But now it's just like every year, everybody just changes teams to all go to one team. It's not, I don't enjoy it. Yeah, Stu. Hey, Stu's in the house. How you doing, buddy? Big thank to Karen for the tickets. Karen Lash gave Stu some tickets. He's there with his son. You can't beat that, right? Billy's saying the Devils handled them pretty well, but a lot of AHL guys going. All right. Gotcha. The chat's going too fast for me. Hold on a second. Everybody showed up. I appreciate this. All right, because I saw a very important question here. Fearfully and wonderfully made says you're still trying to figure out which is better, pancakes or waffles. Waffles are better. Excuse me. Pancakes, almost. It depends on which shirt do you want to buy. There's a link to my Teespring store in the description. If you believe the waffles are better than pancakes, you can buy a shirt or a mug that says that. If you believe that pancakes are better than waffles, you can buy a shirt or a mug that says that. My personal opinion is that pancakes are better than waffles, but Waffle House is better than IHOP. There you go. All right. Nerf, are you saying the NHL Whites cap hit would be 75K? Gotcha. But if he gets claimed, I see what you're saying. Hey, Mike, how you doing, buddy? You're at the Islander game. All right. And it sounds like we still need to make that video. Yeah. We play Saturday, and then I'm assuming we'll know what we're gonna do Sunday, and then I'll email you again. I know I'm bad at getting back and forth with people. I've just been so busy and I forget. But yeah, let me think about when we're gonna do that. And then you email me, let me know what your schedule is so I can work around you. Right, if he gets claimed, we have no cap hit. I'm going to go down to the bottom. I missed a few things here, but Praga says Waffle House is better than Waffle Hop is better than iHouse. Is that what I said? And Mike has it correct anyway. French toast beats it all. It's kind of true. That's kind of right. Oh, Mike says, thank Raven for the Discord post about the stream. I appreciate that, Raven. You guys take care of me. You guys know I got a million things going on. Let's put it this way. When this is all I have to do, I'll do it a lot better, right? Like, what did I do before? In the 2 hours before I came on here, I wrote the NFL picks article. I had to take care of some important with Kyle, and I'm shopping on eBay for merchandise to buy because I'm just about out of stuff to sell. I had about 4 years worth of merchandise that I had already pre-bought, and that's what Kyle and I have been listing, and we're coming to the end of that. So I'm going to have to do something to start making some more money, so that just keep an eye on the channel. I got some surprises coming, right? Raven, hey, man, I appreciate you. I appreciate that, buddy. Genuinely do. Frank says Sonny Milano is available. What do y'all think about him? I don't know. Right now, I can't think of anything that anybody and anything, because all I can think about is where's the money going to come from? What I'm missing? Oh, okay. It got. Did the stream cut out for you guys for a second there? My laptop made this weird thing. It's like I got all fuzzy and blurry for a half a second there. Hey, Raven, thank you, sir. Yeah, I don't have as much Panther stuff. Last year, I sold a lot of the shirts. I only have a couple shirts left, but I still got plenty of, like, that flag that you see over there. I have brand new in the eBay store for $15, including free shipping. You can't beat that. Can't beat that. Is Matthias the dude on Twitter that overreacts to everybody? No, not my Matthias anyway. Not my Matthias, right? Thanks, Daniel. I appreciate that. Yeah, wrong Matthias, right? Murphy. Yeah, there's a reason the kid got cut. Oh, Praga says this is good. Bagels look more like hockey pucks. Can't we work them in their summer? Oh man, bagels and cream cheese. They're also great in food fights. Oh, bagels and now you got me. Now I'm gonna have to have bread and pasta for dinner. All this talk about carbs. And Karen's working. I'm gonna have to go in there and make my own damn dinner. I think we got some leftover mac and cheese though. I'll put some tuna fish in there. Who here is a fan? Raise your hand if you're a fan of taking a big bowl of hot mac and cheese and mixing in a can of tuna fish. That should get you guys going. That's for sure. Riley, you got the Panthers flag. Yeah, thank you, sir. Raven says I'm gonna owe you $5 for the bet anyway. Fearfully, you don't even know anything about hockey, you just like listening. I appreciate that. I genuinely appreciate that, right? I I have a saying with my girlfriend. I can make anything sound like anything, right? I got my personality from my uncle Robert. It's weird. My uncle, when I get all animated and excited, I sound exactly like my uncle Robert did when he was drunk. I don't know how that worked out. Hood tuna casserole for the win. Yeah, man. Yeah, nice hot mac and cheese, and put the I love it. I love it too, and not the expensive tuna either. I like the dark tuna. Jared Sanders, thanks for coming out. I appreciate that. Thanks. That's a new name for the channel. Boy, the chat is flying now. Frank says, hey, Jaws, I got a cool picture for a t-shirt. You tagged me in Twitter. You made it yourself. It's a masterpiece, a catastrophe, and an abomination, and it's super cool at the same time. All right. Yeah, I will check that out. Raven, so that's an interesting situation. I'm not going to sing a song today, but there's a reason why I'm not going to sing a song. My voice is absolutely obliterated today because I've been trying for 2 weeks. You guys know I struggle with my throat and all of that. I've been trying for 2 weeks to cut and record the opening day intro, which is a song that I'm actually singing. And it's taken me multiple weeks to get it to where it's acceptable for me. It's acceptable. It's not as good as I really wanted it to be, but the lyrics were just too good. I couldn't put it down. I couldn't put the idea down. So, Jared, you're a big Nerful's a big fan on Twitter, right? Let's see. Praga says, fearful. The rules for hockey aren't that. I see. Oh, so you're trying to help him learn hockey. I got you. Fearful. How about Chili Mac? That's a really funny story. One of my first memories is from like preschool, like when I'm like 3.5, 4 years old. And I remember they had they called it beefaroni. Oh God. And it was the big elbows, and it was just like the nastiest smelling sauce with like big chunks of tomatoes, and they called it beefaroni. And I hated beefaroni day. I believe it was Wednesdays. And so any thought of like the pasta with the tomato sauce and all of that, I can't do it. Hey, Frank, how you doing, buddy? Good to see you. Good. Thank you, sir. Thank you. Frank says, by the way, guys, tonight's admission goes to the Hurricane Ian victims. Cool to see. Yeah. Thank you for bringing that up. I got a little animated with some tweets, because I saw people trying to get political about the hurricane and everything like that. And look, when I say I lived through Andrew, I mean I like lived through Andrew. Like the house was. I lived through Andrew. Some of those houses that you see, I've been inside when that's going on with a tornado. There should be no making this political or any of that crap. People need help. So thank you for bringing that up. Frank. We got about 5 more minutes here. Wow, the chat is flying by here, man. Jared says you saw Jameson tweet that we're only going with 11 forwards. You're absolutely correct, Sanders. But apparently, coaches practiced half of the team into the injured list, and everybody's got little dings. Everybody's got little minor injuries. So it looks like we're not going to see that close to the starting lineup until Saturday, which happens to be the last preseason game. So you're not wrong. You're not wrong there. Yeah, Nerful. I didn't see the message, but yeah, the Lightning are basically playing their team. But hey, look, the other night, who the hell did we play the other night? Whoever it was, we played our minor league team against their top guys, Carolina, and we only lost by a goal. That was their starting lineup, except for one guy in the fourth line. So our prospects are pretty good, man. Sorry, guys. I know I'm missing some things, but I'm trying to rush through here towards the end. Raven says, who signed the Panthers territory framed photo? Oh, geez. That's from Panther Fest 2017-2018. So just off my head, I know that's Mike Matheson. Oh, man. Keith Yandel, Huberto, Barkov. Oh, man. And there's obviously a few more here that I don't remember exactly who it was. But yeah, that's from 17-18. BB Rufus, Fluffy, is right there. Where he is? There he is. He's sleeping and snoring. He's had a long, happy day. Tomorrow we go back to the river. All right, we're closing up. We got just a couple minutes here, guys. Mike Trashison and Queef Yandel, right? BB Rufus, the game is being streamed on FloridaPanthers.com, but they don't put the link to the stream up until they have the stream going. So it's not like you can get it loaded up and ready and wait, man. Raven, I got to have a fluffy cam. I know. That's one of the things I'm working on for this weekend. That's one of the things. I'm trying to get something extra added to the channel, but I got to figure out technically how I'm going to do it. There's a lot of pieces, but I have the equipment, so that's good. It's not any new equipment I need to buy. I just need to get a certain spot in my house situated, figure out how I can do what I want to do. And if I get it right, Thursday there will be a surprise. Rosado, are we getting all 82? Here's what we're getting for all 82. All 82 is going to be at minimum, the stream 1 hour before the game, the recap, the article, and the review with Stu. That's the minimum. There's something that I'm trying to add in that I probably can't guarantee every game. Oh, and good news. Last thing here, real quick before I go. Matthias is going to be here from October 27th until November 14th. So he's going to be here almost 3 weeks. So I'm going to get him interacting on the stream and everything like that. So Frank, last thing, our D-line should be out. Starting Paris, that's a good point. It's our starting defense with our starting goaltender with not our starting forwards. That's for sure, man. Hey, Raven, I really appreciate it, man. You're doing me solid here. I really appreciate that, right? Oh, yeah, BB. Hey, man. No, you're actually a Lightning fan? Yeah. You know, everybody's been nice to me. Let's put it that way, right? I don't play favorites here in terms of if you're a Lightning fan, Bruins fan, doesn't matter to me. Everybody's been cool to me, and that's all that matters, right? Yeah, Raven's the human bot, right? All right, guys, just about 7 o'clock. I want to get out there. I hear there's food cooking. There's food cooking. There's somebody in the kitchen cooking up food. Thank you all for coming. Really, really appreciate it. Thanks, Raven. All the hard work. Really appreciate that. Appreciate the super chats. Got the recap coming. The article will be up. And then Stu and I are definitely going to be back in the morning. They're going to be earlier this year, too. The reviews, we're going to be filming at 8:30 in the morning instead of like 11 o'clock. So the reviews will be up much earlier this morning or this year. All right, guys. Appreciate all the support. And I'll see you again later after the game.